And back here at Cedar Point, one change this year, the first time I've ever seen them doing this, is they are now doing a forced parking spots in the parking lot. You know how, like, if you've been to like Universal Studios and SeaWorld Orlando, where they tell you exactly where to park and they put you way far down at the end, and then the people who get here later get the better spots? That's what they're doing at Cedar Point now. So if you get frustrated and annoyed by that kind of thing, just prepare yourself. It's happening here now. Yeah, I don't know, in years past, I always parked in the water park parking lot in the back, where you just pick where you want to park. So who knows, maybe they've been doing assigned parking spots in the front all along, but I always would go to the back. I guess you could still probably go to the back early, maybe, I don't know. With the water park only open 11 to 6, they may only have that parking lot open from like 10 to 7 or something like that, I don't know. But I'd rather park back there and just walk up to here. I like that. I like that parking lot back there because it's easy to get to midday, a lot easier than the front lot. Easier to get to after leaving also. But unless you're staying at the resort, you have to park in the front lot. Or you have to enter through the front gate. I know that part for sure. Unfortunately, weekdays, you don't get Steel Vengeance during early entry. I went for Valraven first. There was not much of a line, so let's go ahead and get this one knocked out. It is riding great today. Last year, the rides I got were quite rattly. This time, it was smooth. And I grayed out on that Immelman. I don't think I've actually ever gotten a Valraven ride that's smooth, but this one was. I love the hang time on this inversion. And yes, I get airtime on the airtime hill and on both drops. Maybe even going into the brake run a little.
Enjoy your ride, guys. Bye, bye. Bye. Riders.
So you might have seen it online that Millennium Force is only open to Platinum Pass holders for early entry. Well, while that is technically true, they don't enforce it. So you got the Gold Pass, I guess you just go ahead and walk right on in and get your early rides. I actually think the better airtime hill was the small one on the island on the way back. The big one, I remember the big one giving like really strong airtime in the past. Now I just get a little floater. I'm not sure why. I think I just caught it on a good week in 2018 where it was giving ejector airtime on that big hill. But now you just get a little floater, get some really strong, good airtime on that little hill right next to it on the return trip, And that speed hill towards the end is good, but it wasn't as good, at least on this ride, it wasn't as good as the one out on the island. Oh, they already got this open. I'm bypassing Maverick today. Maybe tomorrow I'll rope drop this. Steel Vengeance opens in 12 minutes, so I'll just go ahead and get in line.
Just for a single ride. Those are all.
I got on in 45 minutes by lining up before they opened. That's the way to do it if you don't have Fast Pass. 2 hours. And probably gonna grow. 45 minutes for Fast Pass. So that'll be my one and only ride for the day. Unless somehow it gets shorter. I know, keep dreaming. I like these screaming swings now that I've actually finally tried one. So I may do Skyhawk. Hit the weight's not too bad. I do not have Fast Pass today. I'm planning to get it tomorrow. I already got a pre-purchased one. I'm gonna cash in tomorrow. Cedar Creek Mine Ride, 5 minutes. That sounds just about right for a non-Fast Pass day. So that would be my advice. If you have multiple days, take 1 day for Fast Pass. Take 1 day without Fast Pass. And if you got more than the 2 days, then you can just do whatever you feel like with the third. Ah, Gemini, that was so good.
That's so cute.
It's got airtime, it's smooth, and you get to race the other train, although we were way ahead of the other train. We never actually were side by side with them. I think they dispatched us too soon. But yeah, I love that ride. And I love that you can get on a ride with a very short wait at this park. And it's a good ride too.
All clear.
Oh, almost an hour later, about to get on. Yes, it was worth it. 1 hour wait, back row. The view from the top there is nothing like it. King Ka's launch may be just as powerful, probably actually more powerful, but the view from the top of King Ka is good. The view from the top of Top Thrill Dragster is legendary. There is nothing else. There's no other view that can compare to that. You only have like a couple seconds to take it in, but it is unreal. And just those little T-bar restraints, that just, oh, I don't mind King Ka's restraints, but I mean, come on, T-bars, way better. This was closed on me last year. Although a lot of people don't really care, but I like to get a ride on it. Hey, gatekeeper's open. I haven't been paying attention online since I've been on the trip, but I wasn't expecting that it would be open. It's been closed for over a month or so. But I was thinking, it didn't sound like a season-ending problem. It seemed like something they should be able to get fixed up. So, yeah, I am thrilled to see that up and running. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Near the Sky Ride. Closer to Gatekeeper. I didn't notice this one entering earlier. Park maps are back. Not at other Cedar Fair parks, but Cedar Point's got them. I love it. This always makes the experience so much better. Got front row on the left side. Gatekeeper is great as ever. So smooth. It is the smoothest B&M ever. I know I'm in the minority here, but Corkscrew is objectively a good ride. Now, you may not know how to ride it right. If you keep your head back or whatever, you're probably gonna get neck banging, but you grab the restraints, lean your head forward. You're not gonna get any kind of neck banging, you're not gonna get any kind of head or jaw banging, nothing like that. It's perfectly fine if you ride it right. Now, if you sit in the front, you will get great airtime rising up out of the first drop and also rising up after the loop. If you're sitting in the back, you're gonna get great airtime on the second drop. The first drop gives no airtime for anyone, but right there, the second drop gives incredible airtime for the back row. You get vaulted out of your seat and then slam back into your seat. And I grayed out on the loop. That's right, I grayed out on Corkscrew. And I never gray out, hardly ever. So it is a powerful and intense ride, even though, yes, it is short. It's short and simple, but it is strong. Now Gemini, what in the world? It is not 60 minutes. That was like 10 minutes. The thing is that it really should be like 5 minutes because they are only allowing enough people into the station to fill half of each train. I wonder why that is. Maybe for some reason they can't fill the entire train. A 1 hour delay. They finally got it going again at 11 p.m. Legendary last ride of the night on the chess train. As after 11 o'clock that we finally got to ride. It's kind of creepy walking out of Cedar Point at this hour. Hardly anybody in here. It's so quiet. And there's cars driving through the parking lot. Or not through the parking lot, through the park. But it says that Fast Pass is an hour. Regular line's 2 hours. And it's not even 11:30 yet. On a Tuesday. So you probably already know, but prepare for lines, especially for this ride. Whether you have Fast Pass or not. Okay, I had to skip Maverick yesterday because the line was just crazy. So, glad I did Fast Pass. Cashed in my Fast Pass that I bought almost 2 years ago. Cashed it in today. A good day to do it. It's busier today than it was yesterday. You step outside the Windseeker exit, it feels like you've completely gone to a different world. Away from all the noise, except for the occasional speaker playing a little music right there. Yeah, a whole lot quieter and calmer, just on the other side of the gate. The regular line was 30 minutes. Fast lane line was an hour and 10 minutes. Fast lane waited more than twice as long as the regular line. How is that fast lane? And I know some of you out there, I know some people who would say, good, you fast lane people deserve it. And if that's you, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but for the people who pay money to get shorter lines, it's good for you to know what you could be in store for here at this park. So many people buy fast lane that the fast lane could end up being longer. And part of the problem isn't just the length of the fast lane, how many people are in it, but every other train coming into the station for the fast lane people was already filled with people from who had exit passes. So when they're only able to fill 1 out of every 2 trains of fast lane people, that's a big problem too. And if you got several thousand people with exit passes, then you ought to alternate. One time they take spots away from fast lane, the next time they take spots away from the regular line. Shouldn't be always fast lane that gets their spots taken away by exit passes. Millennium Force night ride front row. That is a great way to end a day. I know a lot of people will probably want to do Steel Vengeance at night, and it is a good night ride, but there's a lot of light in the structure. It's accentuated by the surrounding darkness. It does make it better than during the daytime, but I think Millennium Force steps up by a lot at night compared to daytime rides. So I say if you can only do one night ride here at the park, do Millennium Force. Just with how Millennium Force is going at 90+ miles an hour, and it seems like you never lose speed until the very end. And doing that at night is just incredible. Even though you gotta look out for the bugs, it is still great. Yeah, it is not the best steel coaster in the world, but it's really good. People have been saying it's overrated so much that it's now underrated. But is it my favorite in the park? Of course not. Maybe my favorite night ride as far as how much the night ride makes it better.